I'm gonna have a challenge for both of you for watching this video. Legend of Ponies, Ernstover, please subscribe to their channels. You have 3 days, both of you, to post videos on your channels to change my mind about Dragon Ball Super.
Okay, Trey, so I heard you wanted to start a YouTube battle. So I've been doing my research. I am going to tell you, and I'm going to make you change your mind on how Dragon Ball Super is a bad show. I mean, I know there's some instances where you can say, oh, it's a really bad show, but you can't just judge an anime on one arc. Oh yeah, by the way, Trey's channel and Ernst's channel is going to be in the description. Okay, so you said that you watched 12 episodes, and Ernst told me that you watched the Goku Black arc. You watched the Goku Black arc. That was like one of the most hated arcs of Dragon Ball Super.
1. Goku is a horrible character.
And you say Goku is stupid and he likes to fight and stuff? That's because he was raised in the woods by a martial artist. Story behind Goku. He was sent to Earth by his parents, kinda like, Superman. But, so when he landed in the woods. And apparently when he landed, he had like he bumped his head, so he didn't remember what he was supposed to do on Earth, which, by the way, his mission was to destroy all the humans and take over Earth, and prepare the humans for the Saiyans to take over. And so he didn't do that because he bumped his head, and then this old man came, like, he just came and saw Goku in his little Saiyan pod. He was like, wow, I'm gonna adopt this guy. So he just takes him home. He trains him. Like, he doesn't teach him all the mathematical things. He doesn't teach him 2 + 2 = 4 - 1, that's 3. He doesn't teach him that stuff. So that's why he's stupid. And he likes to fight because, you know, his grandpa's like training him, and he's out in the wild and he has to adapt to his, you know, surroundings. Like, there's creatures that's going to try to like attack you. So, and then he just grew up fighting, and then he loves fighting. And then one day, since he's a Saiyan and his tail wasn't cut off yet, he saw the full moon and he turned into a giant ape and attacked his whole grandpa's house and his grandpa. And then he became an orphan. And then Bulma just found him in his house because the Dragon Ball radar was going off because one of the Dragon Balls was in Goku's grandpa's house. It's not like she's going to teach him the mathematical things and how to read and stuff. And even before, in that one tournament, like, you know, where they introduced Hit and stuff, it was Universe 6 versus Universe 7. Anyway, there's a paper test tray, and Goku, look, he's struggling taking the test. Here, like, he doesn't even know what's going on, right? He's counting his fingers, and he gets a 50. See, he isn't very smart, and like, okay, think back to the Jungle Book. Mowgli was raised in the woods. He wasn't taught any mathematical things, like 2 + 2 = 4 - 1, that's 3. And he wasn't taught how to read, because he grew up with wolves. And then, eventually, still with wolves, never mind. But then he made friends with the bear and stuff, you know. So, just look at this, okay?
Bare necessities, old Mother Nature's recipe.
To you, that probably looks like some dude in his underwear just strolling around. To me, it's a guy that adapted to his environment because, like, that's all he had. He couldn't, you know, be taught. He grew up in the jungle. It's like he's using his primal instincts, Ultra Instinct, if you know what I mean. And when you say that if Goku were to be like, oh, I'm not gonna fight anyone anymore, and you say it's somewhat interesting, yeah, that would be interesting, but that would receive a lot of hate. That's why, you know, the people at the Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z company, they're like, no, we can't do that Because people are like, Goku, okay, Goku was a character that was made to fight people. Like, that's his job. Just fighting people. And if he says, I don't want to fight anyone anymore, the fan base is just gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's going to freak out. I mean, it would be interesting, it would be funny to see everyone just raging, but like, that's never gonna happen, I'm sorry. And I don't know. If you want to see, like, you know, better, if you want to see better stuff, yeah, you should totally check out Dragon Ball Z. You said you didn't see it, but you should see it before watching Super because it would make more sense, especially Resurrection F and Battle of Gods. I mean, it's only like the 2 sagas of Super, so never mind. I don't know. Just check out Dragon Ball Z before you watch Dragon Ball Super. And if you do watch Dragon Ball Super, watch the Tournament of Power arc, because that is awesome.
2. The writing is awful. They always have to explain.
And how you say, oh, it's like, okay, I know Dragon Ball Super is more, or like the whole Dragon Ball series is more of a tell than show thing. Like you say, oh, yeah, this guy turned Super Saiyan. I know, I'm kind of annoyed by that too, but other shows, they do that too, just because, you know, what if you just start out and you don't know what's going on, and that's like the first episode you watch. Then you see them turn into something, you're like, how did they dye their hair so fast? How did they spike their hair up? The people in the show, the characters, they tell you what's going on.
And then you have all these fanboys.
This whole thing with the Dragon Ball fanboys, okay. You try to defend everything that's going on with your DC comics and stuff, so you shouldn't be talking. Like, boy, there's so many versions of Superman. That's overcomplicated.
The animation is consistent. I don't think necessarily the animation is bad. I mean, it's okay looking, but it isn't anything great. I saw some clips for other animation or anime things. They looked a lot better than Dragon Ball Super.
And you say that animation is bad, or it's not anything good compared to other anime. Well, okay. There's a certain style that Akira Toriyama draws in. Not likes to draw in, he does draw in that style. I mean, okay. Are you talking about, look at this, how Naruto has a different style? See? Is that what you consider good? Is this what you consider good style? A good style? Like, look at this. Legend of Zelda, the style's different, okay? Ultraman, the style's different. Splatoon, the style's different. Hunter x Hunter, the style's different. Like, okay. There's different styles that people draw in. That's just the style that Akira Toriyama draws in, and then, like, I mean, you may say that it's worse looking, but why are you judging the style of how they draw it? What style do you consider good? So you have this Dragon Ball style, okay, and then you have, like, see, do you consider this a good style? This Ultraman, it looks like what you would call regular anime is what you would say, probably. Like, what? And the reason why the animation is so bad is because, you know how long it takes just, like, for 10 seconds to be animated? Like, frame by frame, and then you have to add all the special effects and stuff. Oh my gosh, that takes, like, forever. I'm not kidding. I have video proof right now. I'm gonna show it to you.
狙った通りにスムーズに動いているかどうか、それから、止めてみせてみたりとか、ゆっくり、線を確認するために、動きをチェックするというようなこと、それから、線のチェック、フリーハンドで書ける部分を、探ってみます。
ガイドとしてこういう風な感じでオーラを 描くことによってスーパーサイヤ人に変身させてあげると。でこういうものは透けてますんで塗りではちょっと表現できないけど、あと例えば自然現象、風、雲、煙とかですね、そういうものを作ります。
That takes forever, and even if it's not frame by frame, it takes so long, and like even with sloppy animation, it takes so long to make, like, to draw all the frames and then put them together. For frick animations, you know how long it took me to make that video. By the way, you guys should check out Frick Animations. It's a new channel, animation channel that I'm doing with Trey and the rest of the dudes. So yeah, check it out. By the way, Frick Animations channel's in the description. And I know the animation quality in the earlier episodes was poor, but now it's getting better. So is the directing, so is the writing you've been complaining about. Okay, if you want to see a good arc, or at least one of the good arcs, you should watch the Tournament of Power arc, the newest one, I know. The animation is improving, especially with that fight against Jiren and Goku, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, number 4, the characters. You got the guy that rages a lot. You got the guy that does the stuff. You got everyone who's a bad voice actor. Everyone sucks. Do you know what makes a good show? Character development.
There is character development. In Dragon Ball Z, Gohan, you know, the adult kid Goku has right now in Super, he was a little baby. He couldn't do anything, he was helpless, and then, you know how he fights now? That's because of character development. He's also smart. He is actually a scholar. He didn't fight as often as he did, and now he's getting back into fighting. Yeah, Vegeta, his character changed. He was a bad guy, he really hated Goku, and now they fight alongside each other even though Vegeta wants to overthrow Goku still.
The voice acting in this show is terrible.
And for the voice acting, you told me at school that you said the voice acting was bad, for the English dub at least. That means watch the sub. The sub is usually better than the dub anyway, so you should watch it.
Power scale. It's so inconsistent.
So power levels and new forms. It's kind of annoying how like the power levels keep going up and up, but that's to show character development of how they're getting stronger and stronger. And you say Ultra Instinct is stupid? No, cause that's just to show that Goku has been getting stronger and stronger. You know, he's been training and training, so he can be like the ultimate defender of the universe. You can see him training in some episodes actually, like, just to raise his awareness.
Super Saiyan Blue is sometimes the ultimate destroyer, and sometimes Super Saiyan Blue is like a feather. Fanboys are like, oh, he was laying back. Then why didn't the makers tell you that?
I thought you said you didn't like it when they told you. With the villains getting, like, stronger, you have to do that, because to keep the show going on, you need to introduce new villains that are stronger than Goku's current power level, so then he can gain a new form, probably, or get stronger to defeat this guy. In conclusion, I think that Dragon Ball Super, it's not the best show, but, I mean, come on, you can't hate it. If you really don't like the Goku Black arc, then you should watch the Tournament of Power arc. And yes, you should check out Dragon Ball Z. If you're not Trey and you want to see these Dragon Ball Super rants, the link is in the description. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and peace out, ponies.